Hello, everybody. So, I'm going to be talking about Dewgong. Dewgong has some amazing buffs. I was going to say obscene, but that's a negative word. It has amazing buffs here. Super awesome stuff. So, most importantly, fur coat. Fur coat is insane with base 80 defense and 95 HP and 95 special defense and the pretty good water ice typing. Important thing to note, in this hack, you do have optional type chart changes. There will be a patch without them for people who really hate them, but just keep in mind, I did intend and balance the Pokemon with these type chart changes in mind. Only Bug and Ice have been modified, so Ice now resists Ground, Flying, and Dragon, as well as Ice. So that means that Dewgong also resists Ground, Flying, and Dragon. So if I go to Dewgong and I show you all of its new resistances, with Fur Coat, again, the incredible defense that it gives it, I'll show you the exact number that it gives. Dewgong is resistant to water, ice, 4 times to ice. And it's 4 times resistant to ice, then it resists ground, flying, dragon, and water. All right, very good resistances. Now it has 5 resistances as opposed to only 2. And it has 4 2 times weaknesses that are pretty fair given how absurdly bulky it is. Seriously, it's bulky. So it's also pretty strong, and it does have the ability Swift Swim, which fits very nicely if you read the dex entries. Also, if you're wondering for how some people are like, I mean, I don't blame you, but some people think that seals are not furry. They are very much furry, especially the baby seals. That's what they're killed for. Like, the jokes or like the trade, the seal fur trade. Like they have a noticeable amount of fur. And it even says here, hold on, his body is covered with pure white fur. In snow, the pure white coat, that kind of stuff. So it's clear that it does have fur here. So that's a great defensive ability, all right? It's incredible. You do have access to infinite usability capsules, so basically you're going to be swapping between Swift Swim for offensive, Fur Coat for defensive, simple as that. Swift Swim in the rain is awesome, obviously. And here it says it swims around cold oceans at a speed of 8 knots. It hunts its prey in the ocean. It swims around to kill its prey. So yeah, both of those abilities fit very nicely. It is known for being a good swimmer, so Swift Swim. I did have to ensure that the water ice types do not overlap. There's not too many of them. If I go to my notes really quickly, I have to sneeze. Oh boy. Oh man. Sorry everybody. Okay, man. God damn, that was a lot of sneeze. So yeah, Dewgong and Walrein, and then we have 2 new water ice types, Pokemon that were not water ice type before. The rest of the water ice types have had their types changed, and if you're curious about those, you can go check out those videos. But that leaves only 4. And yeah, Dewgong is by far the bulkiest overall if you're factoring in Fur Coat. All 4 of them are relatively bulky, honestly, but yeah, Fur Coat's incredible. That essentially will be giving you a, so let's say I put in here 80 defense, okay? Base 80 defense at +2, which is what Fur Coat essentially gives you. The stat is obviously with 0 speed, with 0 defense investment. 0 defense investment, you hit 430 defense, which is equal to like what? $177, 178-ish base defense, right? That is insane, dude. And if you invest, and that's obviously uninvested. So if you invest in that, so base 80 with max investment hits 568 base defense. Sorry, max. What am I trying to say? You hit 568 defense as your stat number. So, oh my god, you're not even close. You're at like what, 200 and, oh my god, 209. All right. So with 0 investment, you're equal to 177 base defense, and at max investment, you're equal to 209 base defense. So either way, you have absolutely absurd, and also 209 with max investment. I want to add 209 max investment. So 209 base defense with max investment is equal to base 80 defense with max investment. 80 base defense with 0 investment is equal to 177 base defense with 0 investment. All right. So either way, the point is you have well over 200 base defense on average. Incredibly bulky mon. Water ice type has resistances, so that's great for defensive. It has access to reliable recovery and Aqua Ring. Aqua Ring is now water type recover, so that's great for Dewgong to heal with. And then you have 95 HP because you're a fat, seal, and then 95 special defense is what they had already, so I just kept that. So you have 95, 200 plus 95 bulk with access to reliable recovery and good utility moves such as Yawn and Soak, and Taunt and Aurora Veil and all this other great stuff. So Yeah, it's so stockpile Swallow. It's so strong. Swallow is buffed. Swallow is priority and heals you to 100% HP no matter what health you have. So that's great. You also have, you want for utility of Haze to like stop totems. Encore. You got solid utility. Even then, it's just nice to have this as a wall. Okay. It also makes it better offensively because you can set up a lot easier. You can get up a Swords Dance a lot easier. You can get up your Belch a lot easier. Belch is a funny move. Belch is 120 base power still, 100% accurate, and it gives you a +1 special attack boost each time you click it now. So as long as you ate a berry at one point in that fight, you can actually get a Belch. Like you can for example eat a citrus berry, switch out, switch back in, and then you can still use Belch, which is pretty cool. Anyway, Swift Swim is incredible. Swift Swim is great for offensive sets. You have 70 base speed, but with Swift Swim, that's extremely fast. With 0 speed investment, you hit 386 speed on the terrain, and that's with 0 investment. So you can always just add a couple of EVs. You max out at 524. That's with a plus nature. Excuse me. I knew that was too high. The defense equations are also with a plus nature, but the point is, I didn't realize until now. The point is, though, you still are you're still having well over base 200 defense for sure. And then your speed is well over, like, it's just really, really high. Without investment, you're at 352, which does outspeed base 110, because base 110 hits 350. So you do outspeed base 110 into the rain and 0 investment, and you can run bulky sets or mixed sets. And then, of course, you can put investment, and then you hit 478 at max. So you can always speed creep. So say, for example, the fastest Pokemon in the opponent's side is I don't know, I'm just gonna go to the speed tier guy, whatever is the first thing to show up. All right, let's say the fastest thing on their team is fucking Beedrill. Okay, base 121 speed, Beedrill. Okay. So in order to outspeed them, you actually have access to infinite and instantaneous use EV training items. So you can actually tailor your EVs for specific battles. So base 121 speed with a Jolly Nature hits like what, 375? If I remember. Yes, 375. I am such a nerd, dude. Holy crap. So what is here? What was I looking at again? 80, 70, yeah. So I have to hit 375, okay? Oh, that's gonna be easy as hell. Oh, that's a Jolly Nature. So with a neutral speed nature, I knew that was weird. Okay, that's too much. 54, 48. All right. So with only 48 speed EVs, you outspeed base 120 base speed Pokemon. Or 48, excuse me. That's with the neutral nature. So the point is, you guys get the idea. You're never going to need to run max speed on this with Swim unless they have like an extremely fast Pokemon. But in most cases, you're going to have a lot of extra EVs to spare for your bulk and for your other offense. So you can actually run really good mix sets with like Hydro Cannon, which drops your special attack stat by 2. So you can use that on like a physical set, and then just use the Hydro Cannon, and then use physical moves after that, like Waterfall, which is Water type plus combat, Surging Strikes, which is slightly weaker and inaccurate, but doesn't drop your defenses, and it crits. So bypass Intimidate. So I would say I prefer Waterfall, especially in a Swift Swim. But like if you're running Swift Swim, you may as well run Waterfall. But it's bulky enough that if it misses Surging Strikes, it's not the end of the world. But I wouldn't risk the unreliability of that. Although you can use stuff like Icicle Crash and Surging Strikes with a Wide Lens, or Glaciate, or Blizzard as well are good options. Glaciate is 10 base power weaker than Blizzard, but has 5% more accuracy. Glaciate's 90% accurate. Blizzard is 85. Blizzard's 120. Glaciate's 110. Glaciate is exclusive to mostly ice types, so it's kind of like a mini Blizzard. Not even, I wouldn't call it mini, but the benefit of Glaciate is actually that it drops their speed by 2. While Bubble Burst is the same accuracy, but 105 base power, drops speed by 1. You have lots of other great utility. Belly Drum in the rain is incredible. Belly Drum is also good with Fur Coat, because you're so bulky, you can run Belly Drum plus Ice Shard and Aqua Jet, and you can get off. That is the wrong shade of ice. Dude, my eye just caught that. Anyways, yeah, you have Ice Shard, Aqua Jet, plus Belly Drum is awesome. You also have Swords Dance. Again, Swords Dance in the rain is super strong. It's just a really great mod. It can be really offensive, base 90 and 95 offenses. I did buff its offenses a good bit, purely because I could honestly have gone a little bit more Spadef, honestly, and a little bit less offenses. I kind of think that fits more, actually. I'm going to do that mid-video. I normally do because basically these mods, I did them months ago, months and months ago before I started recording videos. So some of the changes, I wouldn't say they're outdated, they're not, but it doesn't hurt to like check back every once in a while and change some stuff. So yeah, I'll do 90, 90. He does have a horn and he has fangs, so I think 90 attack fits good too. 90, then I'll put 100 Spadef. Just for more bulk. It's nice. I think 100 special defense also fits fine, given that it's bulky seal. Cool. Sorry I didn't have a video, but not really a big change anyways. It's slightly weaker, but it's bulkier. So, and also again in the rain, you're still killing a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's great. Can I put this here? Thank you. And we're gonna put this as green, please. Thank you. All right. You just have a lot of awesome stuff. You know, Perish Song is good for utility with Surcoat. You can use that against totems, and then in 3 turns they'll die. Aurora Beam drops attack by 1, 70 base power. Drops it's like special. It's like an ice type version of Mystical Fire, kind of. Bubble Barrage drops speed by 3. You know, you got a lot of awesome stuff here. Really, you have so much awesome stuff. Seal is also very good. Oh, funny thing, Seal actually wasn't Water Ice, so that's technically a type change, but that's obviously not going to be controversial at all. So I don't need to explain it. So yeah, that's cool. You probably will be able to catch seal. You'll be able to catch seal, but not until you get the fishing rod, because you need to fish or surf in that ice cave most likely. I'm gonna have to put so many damn ice types in that cave, but yeah. Because there's only like 2 spots in Alola, or 3 technically, but 2 before the end of the game that you can get ice types in. So, excuse me, most ice types, of course. But yeah, good utility. I mean, early game you got that bulky Encore. You got really awesome stuff. Soak, Z-Soak gives you poster special attack. You can use that under Swift Swim if you want, for special sets, or of course Swords Dance with physical sets. Belch is good in the rain. Also, just in general, it has so much it can do. The fact that you have access to those infinite EV training items and instant and infinite EV. What am I trying to say? The fact that you can change your EVs whenever you want instantly, and you have access to infinite ability capsules is really good for these guys, because you can alternate from bulky sets to offensive sets in a heartbeat. You know, one fight you might want to bulky for a code set. Next fight you might want to run Swift Swim. You know, it's that easy. You can just swap that magically with the snap of your finger. You swap it around, and that is definitely something you should be taking advantage of. I designed all of the Pokemon in this hack to be abusing both of their abilities. So Pokemon basically do have 2 abilities, just not at the same time. Because I know a lot of people have this mentality in Pokemon where it's like, okay, you just keep the ability you want, you run it the whole time. Of course, if you're not doing a Nuzlocke and you just want to play for fun, you don't want to strategize, you just want to play for fun, go ahead and use whatever ability you like. You know, that's totally your choice. But if you're doing a hardcore Nuzlocke and you're more experienced, I would definitely recommend you take advantage of ability capsules, and use those frequently, as well as EV training, and also swap your movesets around often. You know, you have a lot of TMs and tutors, you have lots of coverage moves here. You know, you don't have to keep one moveset and never fucking go back. You change your moveset depending on what's ahead of you. You know, you adapt. Speaking of, yes, they do have a lot more coverage now. Mega Horn is kind of funky, but they do have a horn, so why not? You know, you got Powerful Stab, Hydro Pump, Blizzard, Aqua Tail Surf, all kinds of powerful stab, Liquidation, etc. Bug coverage with Mega Horn, U-Turn, and Signal Beam. Ground coverage in Drill Room, which they already learned, and Bulldoze. Rock Slide and Rock Tomb. Iron Head, Iron Tail. You know, Zen Headbutt, Play Rough. Takedown is important. Takedown is really important fighting type coverage. So, you know, he has good coverage. He has Fighting, Theory, Psychic, Ground, Seal, Rock, Bug, and then Ice and Water Dual Stab, as well as some other random stuff like Belch and other good moves. Smart Strike is cool, gives you accuracy boost. You can use that with the inaccurate moves like Surging Strikes and Icicle Crash. Icicle Crash is 110 base power now, by the way. Frost Breath is 65 base power and always crits, 95% accurate. That is essentially 98 base power. That works great with with Whirlpool. No, excuse me, Hydro Cannon. So you can use Hydro Cannon plus Frost Breath, because Frost Breath will ignore the special attack drop from Hydro Cannon, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, honestly, that's about it. Just really, really good, solid fucking changes. Absolute fucking behemoth of bulk, which is really nice in this hack because of the high power levels. It's nice to have a solid mount to, you know, fall back on and rely on. So that's awesome. I think I covered about everything, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative. I hope you like these changes. I know Dewgong is a very underrated mon. It's pretty bad in normal games, so it's pretty awesome that it's a great Pokemon now, as is everything else. If you found this video interesting, please make sure that you are subscribed. If you listened this far and you're not, you definitely should be. You'll like my videos. There's more videos like this. I have tons more, 100 plus, and I'm making more. There will be one for every evolutionary line of Pokemon, or every, change, or essentially, that I cover. This hack is not currently finished yet. It is under development. You can join my Discord server for live updates. You can also play my older hack in there while you wait if you want. Yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. And lastly, if I didn't say this already, you can check all of these changes out for yourself in the description below. I didn't go through every little nitty-gritty move, change, or buff, but a lot of these moves are also buffed and changed. So yeah, the vast majority of them are. There's very, very few moves that I did not touch. Earthquake, and I can't think of any. The Iron Head, maybe a handful of other moves, but the vast majority were changed or buffed, or even nerfed in some cases, like Scald. But that's more of a rebalance. I wouldn't call it a nerf. Yeah, I guess technically it's a nerf, but it's yeah. So yeah, that's about it. So I really hope you enjoyed this one. Again, changes are in the description. You can check out the Google Sheet for yourself. join my Discord server in there as well. All I ask in return is that you do leave a comment and also drop a like on the video. That would be helpful for the algorithm, and that would be helpful to get my videos recommended to more people. So thank you very much, and goodbye.